Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the not-so-tiny anymore Republic of Amalfi with the Historical Immersion Project. Last time we were having some sort of bug or issue with the fact that everyone was hostile to us, but having reloaded the game and actually incidentally updated to the latest version of HIP, which just had some minor changes. Either way, that seems to have gone away, so we can now continue with building another trade post, which I believe is what we were trying to do last time. We're only at 5 of 7 out of our limit. And let's see here. We probably want to look at trying to extend the area controlled by our family directly, which is just these two sea zones currently. You control the sea zone by having the majority of the trade posts there. We have either 3 or 4 in this zone, and we have 2 versus this one from Constantios here in this trade zone. So let's see. There are some relatively rich provinces here, which would be good to get a trade zone in. But actually, nobody has built a trade zone in Rome, or built a trade post in Rome, rather. So maybe that would be the best place. One of our rival families has a trade zone, or excuse me, a trade post in Tusculum here. So we won't actually control this trade zone for our family until we have 2 there, but we can build one in Rome right now. That will get us in that direction. It's pretty expensive, 273. The Pope doesn't especially like me, but it's only increasing the cost by 4.5%, so I think that's fine. We'll start that building. Also, we lost our retinue to some of the mysteriously hostile, I think it was Byzantine troops that wandered through our land, so we should probably think about rebuilding that at some point as well. We have a 2k cap. I think we'll probably just rebuild it with cataphracts again. They're quite expensive. We'll wait until we have a bit more money. So we also are lacking a male child so far. Oh, and I have recovered from being wounded, which is good. My wife is possessed, which is interesting. Doesn't have any traits, I think, that affect her fertility. Nope. And tall does not affect fertility. We are ill at the moment, which is affecting it, but our ambition to have a son should be compensating for that. Anyway, my cousin here needs an educator. Sure, I'll send her to my half-brother, that seems fine. Today you want to be a bit more adventurous with your food, but not too much. You've been eating a lot of hummus and loving it, like anybody would, so your cook knows exactly what would satisfy you. Msabaha. It's more or less the same as hummus, except with whole chickpeas, so it has a noticeably different texture. Okay. I am eating good food until December 926, which gives me diplomacy and health. Sounds delicious. And we're no longer ill, so that's good. We do have the domain too big penalty still, but it's not huge, I think, so I'm just going to hold on to it. The extra county, or extra, I guess it's probably a barony that we would give away if we were going to give something away. Minus 19%. Yeah, it's more than compensated for by our stewardship, which isn't even that great. So the Doge of Amalfi, Anastasio here, has declared the war for Count Adriano's claim on Benevento. Okay, so this is really the only place that the Republic can expand to, and the Doge is right on that. We learned that attacking the Pope is perhaps a bad idea at this point, until we can maybe bring some greater military might to bear. And it's pretty clear that going to war against the Byzantines or the Holy Roman Empire at this point is probably a bad idea. Anyway, my wife is pregnant again, so hopefully we have a son. That would be nice. And what's this weak claim we can press? For my spy master to claim County of... probably not pronounced Loon. If I had to guess, I would say it was Lone, something like that. Totally just a guess, though. But I have no interest in pressing that claim, really. No matter how many times I try to point out the virtues of Marshal Konstas Polkarios, my wife Germana won't listen. She cannot take no for an answer, not when she has decided that her friend should be the Marshal. So my half-brother Konstas is the Marshal, and she wants Polkarios to be the Marshal, who is slightly worse at it, and in any case doesn't want to be the Marshal, he wants to be the Steward, which he's pretty good at. No. No. I make the employment decisions here. We do have a better steward in our heir and kinsman. So let's see how this war goes. My suspicion is that he should really have not much problems at all with that. In fact, it's over right now. And we have finished building our trade post in Rome. So that is good. So we could build a... oh, somebody else has built a trade post in this zone. What is it? Here? This is Genoa, I guess. So we don't have this trade zone controlled yet, but if we built another trade zone here, I think we would get it. I guess Santa Fiora here would be the best place. 250 more gold for that. Might be the best thing we could spend our money on currently. We had a trade post here before, actually. Before it mysteriously disappeared somehow. Yeah, I guess I'll do that now. Get up to our trade post limit. And we had another daughter. Which, well, I don't want to say it's unfortunate. Of course, every child is a joy and a delight, but we did really want a son. This itch is really bothersome. I can't stop scratching it. I look like a fool in front of my court. Come on, man, at least, you know, step into your private office or something. So, let's see, this guy has gained a second county there. I suppose we could be fabricating claims on these counties ourselves. Then maybe the Doge would press them. Our Chancellor is not very good, though. I wonder if we could think about inviting just random characters or claimants to court. Let's see. Based purely on their diplomacy skills, without any intention, of course, of pressing their claims. It's a reasonable way to get highly skilled characters to employ. Let's see. Or we could just search all for... I think we can only appoint men as our Chancellor. They're not in prison. They can be married, but they can't be a ruler. And preferably of my religion and my culture. Yes, an adult in any. So this guy. Let's go through a few of these and see if they would come to court. He's only one off. Let's try sending him a gift. Yeah, great. And just like that, we have a much more competent chancellor we can appoint. Is this guy someone important? No. And he's even of our religion and culture. So maybe I will try and fabricate a claim myself. I suppose on this county. Does that work? Doesn't seem like he went there. Oh, I can't fabricate a claim. I can fabricate over here in the Holy Roman Empire or in the Byzantine Empire. Or I could fabricate on some of the Pope's land. I suppose this isn't adjacent to land that I control. That's probably it. Well, in that case, we'll just have to improve diplomatic relations with the Doge. Why not? I always knew my ambition would help me reach great places, and to acquire some wealth during the way is always a nice bonus. Some free gold. Not bad at all. Seems the Holy Roman Revolt has ended. Unsuccessfully, which is interesting because I think they were doing pretty well. They were up into at least 80 or 90%. At least I assume they didn't succeed, because this land was part of it and it's still part of the Holy Roman Empire. And we have a daughter lacking a guardian, a slothful daughter. Sure. Doesn't really matter. It's, I believe, impossible for women to inherit no matter what in a republic, so really there's not much we can do with the daughters other than marry them off. For too long I have ignored the constant affronts from my rival, but my honor demands I ask my liege for permission to challenge my rival to a duel. Okay. Actually a reasonable martial character. I might be wounded. I don't know, we're slothful, gluttonous. Not sure we would really want to get in a duel. But we're also brave. Maybe that would swing things the other direction. Brave and ambitious. Alright. We'll ask for permission to duel. Though I am not entirely certain why you want to duel your rival, you clearly feel the need to defend your honor. You have my permission. Okay, so let's see. My opinion of the Doge? Yeah. Changes by 35 for 5 years, 10% chance that my rival is wounded, and he doesn't like me. Now I don't know if he got wounded. Oh well. Let's assume he did. We are great at dueling. Okay, so now we still do not control this trade zone. I guess maybe this is because there is a trade post belonging to a rival family in here. Maybe. Or a rival republic, even. Oh no, it just had to update. Yeah, we do control it. Good. Okay. So that's good. We're helping out the cities in the trade zone, of course, as well as our own trade post value. Somewhat surprisingly, Polcarius announced today that he's marrying the daughter of a wealthy merchant family. Though the family has little influence in the Republic, it is quite wealthy, and this might explain Polcarius' willingness to overlook the girl's unique features. Well, I'm not surprised. Okay. We gained 100 gold. Or did he gain 100 gold? And she is ugly, I see. I guess he gained 100 gold. Oh well, that's fine. Now, how are we doing for respect in the Republic here? We're pretty far behind, 1,000 behind the expected successor here. It's going to be prohibitively expensive for us to think about buying the election just yet. Although we could think about plotting to murder him. I would like to become the Doge again, sooner rather than later. Because really the main reason you would want to not be the Doge is to take trade posts from your rival families, but we're just too far ahead to actually do that. If you have more than 3 trade posts more than the target, you can't declare war for that. My kinsman has become Midas touched, which is nice for him. The less I work, the more time I can spend with the people I really care about. Work smarter, not harder. Okay. Fair enough. Maybe we do try to kill this guy. It didn't seem like the plot would be really viable, but we can try it. We could get the Spy Master on board, but seems that's not happening. So we get up another 20, 30, 40 to 50%. Yeah, we're not really going to get there. Oh well. We might have to wait for the next election after this one before we can actually become the Doge again. Okay, we made the Doge like us more. That's nice. And we are saving up a decent amount of money. There are a lot of things we could spend it on. We still haven't rebuilt our retinue. We can upgrade our family mansion, which is usually good. We can of course upgrade all these trade posts with additional trade value, tax income, fort level. Always so many things to spend money on when you're in a republic. But generally you make a lot of money as well, so I guess it all makes sense. Oh, somebody died of gonorrhea. The Doge's wife. Okay, my cousin is of age. Seems the Doge doesn't have gonorrhea himself. Or does he? The Count of Napoli seeks to fabricate a claim on my city. Absolutely not. Obviously he won't actually do that. I'm not going to give him 158 gold. I'm not sure what, if anything, I can do about that, other than beat him in a war if he declares for it. My niece needs an education? Sure. Seems fine. And my half-sister is of age. Okay. I'll try and get her married, maybe for an alliance. Any nice princes? Prince of Ireland? Prince of Corsica and Sardinia? I think that's part of the HRE, maybe? Prince of Alba. Sure. Gain prestige. Sounds good. Doubt there'll be much help in wars, but nice nonetheless. We have a new pope, Pope Clemens II. To everyone's astonishment, a galley belonging to the Polcarios family that was thought lost years ago slipped quietly into port last night. The ship is riddled with arrows and the sails are barely holding together, but against all odds the captain managed to bring in his cargo. He has quite a story to tell. Okay, so we definitely should start spending some of this gold on something now. I think I will rebuild some retinue. And we'll of course get cataphracts. And only 2 before we reach our cap, but that's okay. Let's actually build an upgrade in our mansion too. Oh, we've actually gotten our trade post limit up to 8. So maybe we build another trade post. Let's see. Try and expand it into this zone. I'm going to assume the capital here is probably the richest area. Carthage. Oof, that is expensive. He does not like me. The Sultan. And it's also quite distant. Probably worth it though. We can hope. The Doge has declared a de jure war. Okay, so because we have the Duchy of Gaeta, I guess, which has... It does not have this as a de jure part of it. I thought that was why we fabricated it in the first place. Does he have a duchy? The Republic of Capua. Okay, so I guess he has his own de jure claims. Huh. Okay, either way, he's declared war on the Pope, and our trade post in Rome has been sieged instantly by the Pope's forces. Does this mean he's gotten himself excommunicated immediately? Of course he did. Of course he has, yeah. Well, let's hope he has better success against the Pope than we had. My brother as the new steward, he can collect taxes here in Napoli. Which, is that no longer, has our family holding moved again? Hang on. Can't see where it's telling me it is. Is it in Capua now? Let's try moving him there. See if that does it. No, we can't even put it in Capua, unless it's in Gaeta here. It is in there, okay. So there was an easier way to find out. Oh, and just as soon as we had gotten a new retinue, it got squished again by the Pope's men. So that's pretty unfortunate. And my wife is pregnant. Well, anyway, on that note, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and join me again next time when we'll find out how our Doge's war against the Pope goes.